From darts players cheating, to a professional player so enraged he straight up punches the dartboard. You might think darts might is a game of precision and composure, but trust me, this sport has seen some of the most chaotic, controversial and downright absurd moments in history. Everyone's been frustrated at the Oki, but Colin Lloyd took it to another level. During his match against Andre Welge, Lloyd wasn't just losing, he was fuming. And after one too many missed shots, he snapped. No complaints, no excuses, just a full force punch straight into the dartboard. The crowd gasped, the commentators couldn't believe it, and Lloyd, now he had a match to win and a bleeding hand to deal with, not exactly the best strategy, especially when that's your throwing hand.
By Vogel, but it's been a disappearing act from Colin Lloyd, hasn't it? Well, I tell you what, well, Lloyd is in danger of absolutely imploding up there. Well, he cannot do that, John, no.
Something tells me Colin wouldn't have been so angry if what you're about to see happened during his match. During 2001 at the Lakeside, the crowd was expecting high-stakes drama, but not like this. Just as the match was getting underway, a streaker stormed the stage, fully committed, nothing left to the imagination.
Well, this is unusual.
In this clip, we witnessed something ridiculous. The fastest televised 180 ever recorded. 3 darts, all hitting their mark in just 2.65 seconds. No hesitation, no second guessing, just pure instinct and lightning fast execution. Blink and you'll miss it.
Yet another maximum, number 6 for Simon.
I don't think Kirk Bevins had actually finished calling the Simon Whitlock 180.
Some players take their walk-on seriously. Dirk van Duijvenbode is no exception. However, Dirk got a little too caught up in the moment at the Dutch Darts Championship. In the early stages of the 2012 UK Open Final, with Phil Taylor and Robert Thornton locked in battle, something completely unexpected happened. A fan somehow made it past security and climbed onto the stage, heading straight for the players.
Zo, daar ging echt iets verkeerd. Oh, daar probeert iemand het podium op te stormen.
Hitting a 180 is impressive. Hitting a 180 blind, that's just showing off. Gerwyn Price was up against Phil Taylor when, after landing 2 perfect treble 20s, he decided to turn on the style. Instead of carefully aiming the 3rd dart, he threw it blind, without even looking at the board. The result? See for yourself.
Gerwyn Price. He was looking for a reason, a way to show off, and he just did!
Nathan Aspinall had just sealed the win. The job was done, the celebration was on, until the stage decided to fight back. As he soaked in the victory, a piece of the set suddenly came crashing down onto him. Aspinall, to his credit, took it like a champ.
Doubles. He is looking sharp, and either he's at the stage collapsed on his head. Nathan Aspinall wins it 6-2, has a bit of the stage land on his head.
Phil Taylor has faced just about every distraction imaginable at the Oki. One of the more forgettable distractions is when Rob Cross spilt his glass while Phil was mid-throw.
Treble 19 leaves the ball now. Not sure what's happened there. I think Rob might have dropped a glass or...
Gerwyn Price is known for his intensity, but this time he was a little too eager. In a simple mix-up, he confidently stepped up and launched his darts, only to realise it wasn't even his turn.
John, he made that break look like a older throw. It was that simple.
That's the cool thing about Johnny Clayton.
But it's an honest mistake there from Price. Just wanted to get on with it. The guys.
Scoring 180 is the pinnacle of a standard darts game, but on a quadro board, that's just the warm-up. Phil Taylor stepped up and did something only one other player had ever done on live TV. He hit a perfect 240. With the quadro board in play, where the highest scoring section isn't treble 20 but quadro 20, Taylor stacked 3 darts into the tiny target zone.
Right then, twice world champion Taylor, looking for a max.
240! The cry rings
During a 2023 PDC Europe Super League match against Dominik Brulik, Liam Maindel-Lawrence landed a 140, but not in the way anyone expected. As his dart made contact, the point completely snapped off, leaving it stuck in the treble 20 while the barrel fell to the floor. The officials ruled it counted, awarding him 140 points, but there was a bigger issue. The broken tip wasn't coming out anytime soon. With no quick fix, play had to be halted and the entire dartboard replaced. Jason Heaver's World Championship debut in 2022 didn't get off to the smoothest start. In his first round match against Danny Noppert, he aimed for treble 20, only to watch 2 darts bounce straight back out. On his final attempt, he at least managed to land a dart, but by then, the damage was done. A 140 score sadly reduced to 20.
On the mic as well, much missed and what a legend. That's unlucky for Heaver.
20.
Well, that is a big blow. He's just not having the rub of the green here tonight with things like this.
Phil Taylor has won just about everything in darts, but this moment had people questioning how he won. During a match against Dean Winstanley at the Gibraltar Darts Trophy, Taylor threw what looked like a game-winning double 12, but when the camera zoomed in, the truth was clear: the dart had missed. Referee Russ Bray didn't catch it, Winstanley didn't protest, and Taylor, he stepped up, took his dart, and walked away with the win.
Oh, the narrowest of margins, but a miss is as good as a mile. Particularly when Phil Taylor is sat there on a potential 2-dot, although that is a nasty miss. He's still got to find himself a treble, which he has done. And Phil Taylor now looking at double 12.
And the flag, Phil Taylor. The flag, Phil.
It didn't look in at first, did it?
Really didn't, I have to say. I thought Russ had called that wrong, but
Darts has given us some of the most insane, unpredictable moments in sports, but nothing compares to what happened to the BDO. Once a powerhouse of the game, the British Darts organisation went from legendary to dead in record time. Corruption, financial disaster, and a final event so catastrophic it left players refusing to cash their prize money. If you thought today's moments were shocking, wait until you see how an entire darts empire collapsed before our eyes. Click here to watch the full story.